Okay, good afternoon, CS20 students. It looks like there's 4 of you here for sure. Hopefully others are on the way. I'm going to go through this lesson on Python to Turtle, going through graphics. Okay, and then I have a couple of other things to point out, and that'll be it. It shouldn't take us too long. It's a relatively short lesson. Right here inside the course, scrolling down to lesson number 18, turtles, circles, and polygons. Okay, so in doing the circles and polygons and multi-sided shapes that have a radius, okay, there's a command that you give with 3 pieces of information that you have to include. Okay, so here's what it looks like down here. As always, we're going to import the turtle, and then we're going to name the turtle T, just so that we, again, because I'm lazy and I want to put in the least number of characters I have to. So T equals turtle dot capital turtle, and then your spot for parameters. Okay, that names your turtle T. So instead of having to say turtle dot everything, you can just say T dot. All right. After, if you want to draw a circle, we're going to say T dot circle, and then we have to have some parameters in here. I'm going to show you that actually in Repellent. Okay, so I'm going to go to Computer Science 20 with Turtle. That's where you'll go. When you create new classes, you want to pick the Python with Turtle. Give it a better name than the default name. I'm going to delete this after this lesson, so I don't really need it. But, okay, so from here, I am going to say import turtle, and then I want to name my turtle okay. So now I've imported my turtle so that I can use it, and now I have to give it some commands. So if we look back to the lesson, remember all we were looking at here is T dot circle 50 and 360. So when I type that, I say T dot circle, and then my parameters are going to be 50 and 360. Now that is going to draw us a circle. When I run my program, okay, it draws me a circle. Very fancy. Now, understanding what these numbers are, okay, that's right here in the lesson. The first number is the radius. So this tells us where the center of the circle is going to be. And it's going to tell us how big the circle is going to be. If you want the circle to be bigger than what's drawn, then you increase it. Remember, that's going to be in pixels. Okay, so just like the moving forward one, the radius is going to be in pixels. The extent tells us how many degrees of the circle to move. A full circle is 360 degrees. So if you want the turtle to draw the full circle, you say 360, and it'll go all the way around and stop when it gets back to where it started. If you only wanted to draw, 20 degrees of the circle, it would go part way up in using the radius that you've provided, and then it'll stop. Okay, and you're going to need to know that for one of the further assignments as we go forward here. Okay, so that's the extent. Now steps, this tells the turtle how many line segments to draw. So if you want a complete perfect circle, you leave it blank because you don't want any line segments. But if you want a circle but created using straight lines, then you would add steps. Okay, so if we look at, I don't know, I think it's a stop sign. If we look at a stop sign, we say we want T dot circle, radius of 50, 360 degree extent, 8 steps as we go through it. When we run that, now it looks like a stop sign. I think that's a stop sign. I don't remember how many sides a stop sign has. Okay, maybe this is a poker table. Oh yeah, Mr. Ottenbright saying it's 8. It's 8 sides, so I was right because I'm rarely wrong. So anyway, that's like a stop sign right there. You do that by creating those step segments. If I wanted to create 12 steps, then it's going to create 12 line segments using my 50 radius and 360 degree extent. And you can keep increasing that over and over and over again, and it will eventually still just look like a giant circle because you can't see the line segments. So you can see there I put in 200, and it still drew the circle and made it look like it's identical because there's so many line segments. We're looking at it too zoomed out to be able to actually see them. Okay, that is drawing a circle. Now there's we went through the straight lines last time. Now we've gone through what circles look like. Okay, from here, there's some other options that you can go through. So in that document I shared last lesson, there's a few more commands you can give the turtle. So this one is turtle.penup. And what this does is it lifts up the pen. So anywhere the turtle goes, it's not going to leave a mark now. So if I say, draw this circle, lift the pen up, move forward 100, it's not going to draw a line when it moves forward. And then we tell it to put the pen down and to draw another circle. Okay, so if I come back to here, and I'm going to go back to my original circle with no segments, and then I'm going to say t.penup. With my spot for parameters, and then I say t dot forward 100, and then I say t dot pen down, and now I'm going to have it draw another circle for me. But now I'm going to add in the 8 segments. And this is the exact code that you see in the lesson. So now when I run this, it's going to draw my circle. It's going to lift the pen up. It's going to move over here. And then it's going to draw my segmented circle. Okay, so that's just some of the commands that we didn't go through. Remember, in lesson 17, there's a whole list of all the different turtle commands that you can go through. And you're going to need them for the following assignments. Okay, so that is actually all I'm going to show you with this lesson. But I am going to quickly go through the assignments that follow these. Okay, so the first one is user choice polygons. Now, I had a bit of an issue with this new update to Repel-It. So inside Repel-It, when I go to the assignments, and this is what you'll see as well, when I go into the assignments, I can't actually see the images that I used to have in there. And that's, if you noticed this last time, it didn't have the picture of a star. So what I've done is I've put the images that you need for the assignments in the Moodle class. So when we go here and I look at user choice polygons, this is the image that you're trying to recreate inside of Turtle. Okay, so the assignment, user choice polygons, inside of Repel-It is assignment 21. When you go in here, it's going to direct you to my course. Okay, so the problem here is to have the computer draw a circle, move a small amount, and then draw another circle, and let the user pick how many circles it's going to draw. Okay, that's the key point there, is we want the user to include how many circles that are going to be drawn. This image, you can click on this link to go to my course, but here's what you'll see right here. This is what I want you to do. So this is where the turtle started. It drew this circle, and then it moved forward, I don't know what that is, 5 pixels, drew another circle, moved forward 5 pixels, drew another circle. Now I want you to combine this with the loops lesson that we learned in Python and the user input. So you're going to prompt the user to say, enter how many circles you'd like to draw. They say 10, and then it will run that loop 10 times. Okay, that's the purpose of the assignment. Okay, so feel free to take a stab at that one. I think this assignment should take you, maybe an hour at most, between 20 minutes and an hour. So what I'll do is I will create videos explaining all the rest of these assignments as well, and I'll post those ones up. This will be the last lesson before the Christmas break. So tomorrow you're just going to keep working. Please and thank you. Check in every day. Remember, at the top of this course, I give you a list of when lessons will be. Okay, so I'll date everything and I'll say what's happening on any given day. Please check this every day to make sure that if I have a lesson, you're available at it. I only have 7, it looks like, people right now out of 16. So please and thank you. Check that every day just to make sure I'm not going to do a lesson. And sometimes when I correct your assignments and I see something that lots of people are doing wrong, I'll do a lesson on that topic. So please make sure you're taking a look at that every day. And the last thing before I let you go, Mr. Ottenbright has 31 subscribers to his brutal YouTube account. It doesn't have anything of real quality other than some math assignments. So I need to beat him. This is just vanity. I need to be better than him because This is my world more than it's his. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have some alt accounts in YouTube, use those ones to subscribe as well. Get your parents to subscribe, whatever. I have to beat Ottenbright. Please, I'm begging you. Just go hit subscribe. Once I'm beating him, I'll let everyone know because it'll make him so sad. Okay, so if I don't talk to you tomorrow, have a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe. Please, those of you that need to, get caught up on these assignments as we work. Talk to you later.